Okay, where are we? What we're doing? Well, we're on a regular server, and if you remember from the last time we were playing, I ate some blueberries on this server. This is why my colour saturation is not great. Yeah. Silly boy. Ate some blueberries. This is before I understood which berries you could eat and which berries you couldn't eat. Character is pretty well kitted out, running a Mosin. What else have I got? I got a shotgun. Got some food to eat. And if I remember correctly, I am in the sort of northwestern side of the map. Definitely on the western side of the map. Somewhere around... where am I? Lapatino sort of area. I just got up the stuffed markers. So I'm carrying a bit of food, a bit of water. I think I've been... But you can see that my colour... Although this doesn't say I'm sick, my colour saturation is not good. So we're going to head generally south. Do I even have a compass? Oh, I don't have a compass. How odd. And we're going to see what we can find. Bit of regular gameplay today. But yes, this is the reason why the colour saturation is down, is because I'm not entirely well. I keep on getting these little messages pop up on the left-hand side of the screen saying, I feel faint. But I'm sort of hoping that I can eat and drink my way by keeping my health status as, you know, energized and hydrated as high as possible, that I can sort of get over this sickness. I've no idea how long it's going to last. I'm trying to remember. It was about... It's either about 45 minutes since I ate them, character time, or it's about... Ooh, sploshy sounds. Oh, it's a stream. Yeah, it's either 45 or it's an hour. Either way, I'm sort of hoping my health will come back in enough time, given how much food and how much energy I have on board. Because eating the berries definitely didn't kill me, but it has made me unwell. See what other interesting things we can find in the area. Probably not a great deal. I've been playing a fair bit in the last week on the experimental servers. For whatever reason, on experimental, I don't seem to last terribly long. Been quite unfortunate with some of the people I've run into. I've run into, you know, I had run into 4 people in that time. 2 have been friendly, 2 have been unfriendly. One random douchebag just punched me in the face for no apparent reason. We were both new, fresh spawn in. So what's that over there? Oh, Vibor. Don't think I'll be going... I'm not actually in great need of very much at the moment. So I think we'll just generally head down to... I don't know, where shall we go? Not too many people on the server. That's a relatively high bandwidth. I think if we carry on following in this direction, we'll end up in the town beginning with P, but no, yes, there it is. Beneath Vibor. So we'll have a little run in there, see if we can find anything. Don't see any movement. Let's get up to these trees and have a sit and look for a second or two. Yeah. I would like my healthy status. I would love the colour saturation to come back. Haven't noticed that message coming up in red again saying that I feel faint. Not for a while anyway. What's that? Oh no. It's hard to tell, you don't see movement. You know, there could be 20 people in that town. I doubt if there are, but there could be. Using the old bandwidth thing. Yeah, 400. With a ping of 2. That's weird. I'm still not 100% certain how to interpret the bandwidth. I have a feeling, from my understanding of how the game works, it means that the server is having to tell your client about lots of stuff. I've noticed when I'm up in the very far north where there is nothing, that you can have a bandwidth that's really quite low. You know, double figures. But the server's got to tell your client about all sorts of things in the game, like the position of loot, the position of and disposition of zombies, but also, there's the feeling faint, bottom left of the screen. So yes, the server has to tell you about what's in your network bubble, and you have to tell the server about what you're up to. So there'll always be some bandwidth. But whether we can interpret that, because I was killed yesterday, I think, by someone, and there was a very, very low bandwidth signal, so maybe my theories are incorrect. What have we got? A pair of glasses. A pepper. I should be able to eat that. I don't think I need to pick up a great deal of food. Working boots, yellow. What condition are they in? Warm. Christine, so I think we know what we're going to do about that. I'll just munch that quietly. Don't know if different food types as of yet do anything more than contain volume, fluid, and energy. I think those at the moment are the attributes of food. How big it is, therefore how much of your stomach it will take up, how much energy it contains, and how much fluid it contains. Remembering that rice and these things have a negative fluid. So I don't think there's like a nutrient score. There's an energy score, but not a nutrient score. So eating fruit doesn't make you better than eating pasta. Fences. Zombie. I would be happier with fences if zombies had to respect them. But at the moment all fences do is get in your way. Now, in the pre-alpha we used to actually get loot on these things. Don't seem to see anymore. You could probably get onto that roof. I don't know if you'll fall through or not. There we go, there's a zombie. Ooh, wrong. Yeah, shotgun. A bit on the loud side. Can he make it up here? Very often the zombies have difficulty with height. He may not have the planning, the sort of like the movement planning to be able to. Let's go third person. I don't normally like going third person, but you know what, I've had the shotgun for ages and I've not actually used it. Yeah, that works. Don't know if I've actually got any more rounds for it, but damn, it's loud. So let's do pistol, because we got more zombies. Come on, run. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good idea, me doing... Oh, shit, I just been tapped by a zombie. I'm not bleeding, but that's not going to do my health any good at all. I'm going to get every chuffing zombie in town, aren't I? Oh, and again! And this time I'm bleeding. Right, complicated path. Oi, don't piss me around. This is not doing my health any good at all. Let's get out of town. Have I broken line of sight? No, I still have two Zeds after me and I've got a low fence in front. No, I don't. It's not there. I am still bleeding. This is a big open field. And they have given up. Well, it's been a while since I've been bleeding. And you can see the colour difference between this and what I'm seeing on the screen. No longer bleeding. Slightly concerned that I don't appear to... Ah, hold on. Ah, I'm now getting a sick message. Oh. Hello, love. Bye. Yeah, rawr. That wasn't a terribly successful run on a village, was it? What are you doing here? That's not something I'm used to seeing. Wrecked, that's the type of thing you used to get in the model lot. A wrecked Humvee. Don't remember seeing wrecked Humvees. Maybe it's just my poor memory. Right, we're going to make it up into the woods. I am sick again. I think that might have been because of my low health state and then getting bleeding for a little bit, which has dropped my blood levels down. So what little bit of blood I was recouping by being energized and hydrated has disappeared. And if there's somebody else in the area, I'm stuffed. Well, hopefully I'm running too fast to be shot at anyway. So let's get away from here. Let's get up into the woods and have a little assessment of my situation, because I've lost a fair bit of blood. I wasn't healthy in the beginning, and I'm now brown sick. Brown is one of the higher levels, I think. There was talk, some time ago, and I don't know if it still holds true, that these messages are triggered. So, when you go over a certain hydrated level, it will trigger the message, and the message will stay there until the trigger goes away and makes it go the other way. But if something happens in between that doesn't make the trigger happen, then the message will go away. So, for instance, my sick status, all the time that I was getting the little red messages saying you feel faint, maybe the sick message should have been there, but a bug had taken it away. So, let's view contents on that. Oh, where's my... Oh, hang on. We might as well combine. Oh, it's already full, but I shot something with that. Hang on. No, you won't tell me there, will you? There's one in it. Can I not reload another one? And you will only go there because... nice animation. And this will no longer ever go in here. I've seen this before with the Mosin. An odd situation. So, let's take that out of my hands. What have I got around me? Worn sewing kit, pristine, pristine. Won't repair that. Let's eat some more. I think when you're sick you need more water, but it's hard to tell. But I really do need to. I'm relying on me keeping my energized and hydrated status as high as possible. Right, I'm back to being stuffed. In a hope that that will sort my health out. Don't know if it will or not. Sort of hope it will. Not quite sure what would sort me out. Maybe a blood transfusion would sort me out. I think that would help. It's Saturday afternoon at the moment, so I'm sort of hoping we're going to have a few people on today. Although the last couple of weekends the lads haven't turned up. Gaddo's playing something else at the moment. It would be nice if he came on and played this, and then he could give me a blooming blood transfusion. Am I actually carrying blood on this character? I don't think I am. No, I'm not. My other character, on the hardcore server, is carrying a blood bag of my own blood. Because when I was working with Gaddo, that's what we tend to do when we're together. We find blood bags, take each other's blood, then swap bags, so that each person is carrying a bag of their own blood. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little minute when something a little more interesting happens. I don't know, no. I'm trying to think if my colour saturation was starting to come back. It happens so subtly. It's not always easy to tell, but I got a feeling my colour saturation... Put it this way, when I stop recording and start recording again, you will see the jump frame, and you will see whether or not the colour has jumped up. Where to me, as the guy playing the game, these changes are so subtle, they may take quite a while. But I do think colour saturation is starting to come back. Catch up with you in a sec. Okay, we've tromped along a bit. I tell you what, I think my colour saturation is back up. I think that's pretty close to healthy colour saturation. If you look at my clothes, and then we look at this colour saturation from me. Oh, it says healing. Did you see that just pop up, healing? We see this colour saturation here, and then we examine ourselves. I think that colour saturation is back. Oh look, and we're now healthy. So it looks like that just happened while I was recording. So if you remember, it said energized, hydrated, sick, then it said healing, and then very quickly energized, hydrated, healthy. And I think what has happened is I was sick for a set period of time. Thinking about it, it's probably been maybe an hour of sickness, where your water was being consumed, energy was being consumed, and then of course I got tapped by a zombie, which didn't help at all. But here we are, energized, hydrated and healthy. About an hour to an hour and a half of gameplay time after eating berries, blueberries at that. So I think I am back to being a healthy bod again, which is good, which is the sort of status level I like to be at. By the way, we're heading to a little house isolated on its own. There are quite a few of these on the map, where there is loot, but no zombies. Which is a good thing, because you remember what happened to me in the last town? I got slapped and bled out a bit. So knowing where these are can be quite useful. If you look over there in the distance, can you see the tower? That's the TV tower. We are just in the valley in that direction. Between us and the TV tower, the one just down there is a small village. And it's just north of Zelenor. So let's go back into first person. Oh, I do like it back with the proper colour saturation and stuff. But because there are no zombies, we can sort of spend a bit of time looking and... It'd be great if you could barricade this up. This could be your house. Sort of looking forward to that type of thing. I'm not sure what they're going to do in the, you know, about that type of stuff, whether or not it simply just be tents or camps that we can make ourselves, or whether or not we're going to be able to barricade a house and make it our house. So you can't... Oh, there it is. I just see something. Oh, it's just an odd detail. That is a blueberry bush. Yeah? If we've got our things right. You go to the bottom of it and you spam F. Come on, spam F. Yeah, here we go. We're now into the animation for picking berries. But if we do get berries from this, which is unlikely, but it's possible, we should get blueberries from it. Some blue-coloured berries. Okay. I was starting to suspect that this, of the two berry bushes, this was the blueberry bush, but someone posted a comment on one of my forum, on one of our previous posts, videos, saying that yes, this is a blueberry bush. From what I understand, if you cook it, you can eat it, but if you eat it raw, it will make you sick for about an hour. I don't know whether or not I'm going to readily find a red berry bush. I see, that's another blueberry bush. That's a blueberry bush. Yeah? Sticks. Spreading out. Blueberries. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a red... Oh, hang on, is there lots of bushes over there? None of them are striking me as being the red currant bush or the red berry bush, or is that... The two berry bushes can be spotted because they sort of spread up and outwards with visible sticks. I don't think... The red berry bush is predominantly green with little flecks of red in it. See, none of these are berry bushes. I'm not running all the way over there just to look at a pile of bushes. But if I come across a red berry bush at some point, I'll point it out to you, so you can tell the difference between red berries and blueberries. Obviously, you can feed blueberries to somebody else if you don't like them very much. Why is there a force feed mechanism within the game? I really don't know, but that's the type of people who make... See? That's a blueberry bush. Sticks sticking out of the ground, and it's sort of like coming up in a big V shape. And it's quite open. Blueberries. No. So we'll travel on down to Zelenor for no better reason than I spend a lot of time in Zelenor. It's a high resource area. Several runs of garages. There are 3 runs of garages, 2 long ones, 1 short one. There's a police station. There's a blue medical centre, you know, the little rural one. And then you've got military. There are 2 barracks and a 2-storey military that some people refer to as the jail. So there's a lot in Berezino. Berezino is and you know, there are lots of houses as well. There's a supermarket, although supermarkets aren't terribly important these days. So there's a good reason to be over in Berezino, and also it's a bloody long way away from any of the spawn points, which means you don't tend, on the whole, to get the Muppets. Not saying you won't find people at all, because there will be people occasionally in Berezino. Heck, could be me. But the town of Berezino, see, Blueberry. Blueberry. Yes, the town of Berezino is a wondrous place. Agricultural. Hang on. Let's get the old girl out. No, wrong one. Wrong button. Police station. Runs of garages, of which there are a couple. Lots of houses. Lots and lots and lots and lots of houses. Supermarket. I think that building there is the hospital. And further down there and around the corner is the military. Lots of good reasons to come to Zelenogorsk. It's also easy to find as well, because it has an electricity substation, which means there are power lines coming to it. If you're an electro, power lines leaving the power station. There are 3 power lines leading north. Choose the middle one, you'll end up in Zelenogorsk. If you're in Solnitsny, there's power lines there that will take you to Electro, which will then allow you to follow along them to Zelenogorsk. And if you're up in the northeast, the power station north of Berezino, in the industrial north of Berezino, follow those power lines and they will take you here. That's a long walk, by the way. You're looking at about an hour's run. Crossing the entire map. Quite a good run though, you know. Get you see quite large chunks of the map you're not used to seeing. But not quite all power lines end in Berezino, but quite a few do. But it just aids navigation. As if, like me, you're going to cover large chunks of the map. Let's be a little more paranoid, see if there are people behind me, because I don't think there are. Oh, there's a bit of industrial in Berezino as well. Not much, though. And here's one of those power lines I was talking about. That power line there is the one that will take you right across the map, diagonally, and end you up north of Berezino, up near the spawns. That's the military. Doors are closed as well. Woohoo! Little bit of industrial and a substation. Not a great deal in there. Those are the power lines over the far side there that go off to the 2 cities on the south coast. One goes to Electro, one goes to Cherno. Not much in the way of activity, is there? Oi, put the weapon away, thank you. Now, my pistol, I actually shot a few rounds off, didn't I? So... yes, I did. Always like to have one clip spare. Oh, I could have done it from there, couldn't I? You idiot, Stephen. Pop those in there. Mosin rounds. I don't use the Mosin a great deal. I really do not use the Mosin a great deal. Oh, I've got a speed launcher. Is there a speed a loader for my shotgun if I wanted to use that? So, let's get ourselves into the military. Get ourselves in a little closer, keep a scan out on the horizon. Hopefully not attract the attention of too many Zeds. Don't know if this trick's going to work. I'm feeling less confident about it, although that is very low. That sort of tells me there aren't any people in the area. Sort of. Not terribly, not a terribly accurate way of doing it. If we're going to see activity in this area, it's going to be here. One of the things I like to do when I'm running down, when I used to run down through the town, is if you stand at the back of the supermarket outside, you can actually see into the military. Don't see anyone upstairs. Let's see what we can find. I don't know if I need a great deal. I'd like a better jacket. There's only 4 pockets in the jacket I've got at the moment. Didn't manage to come all the way here without attracting any Z attention, which is nice. Basically just stop and look. Z. See her? Could do without attracting her attention. That didn't work. Right. Now we're going to take advantage of a bug, which is that a lot of times zombies have difficulty getting with the height map in this building. And if they're through the floor... Where did she go? Yeah, if she goes through the floor, she's not a bother to us. So what have we got? Don't see much there I want. A battery? I'll take it. We'll figure out what to do with it in a bit. I don't know what happened to that zombie. Did she just lose interest in me? Oi, open door. Was that a box of matches or something? No, that's some ammunition. 2-2 rounds. No, as yet I don't really bother with the 2-2 weapons. They are nice and quiet, but no. Oh, now she's cottoned on to me. Ooh, M4, you're pretty. It's about to make you jump a little bit, doesn't it, eh? A hacksaw, can of beans. I'm really surprised that the makers of various different products either haven't got in touch with Dayz, either A, to chastise them for using their brands, or the other way, actually get them to put their brands in. I've got lots of ACP rounds. Best rucksack in the game. Well, as if you play hardcore server, because you can do that. You can look over your shoulder. What are you? What are you? What are you? Don't need you, but you would go with that rifle to make the beginning of a set. So there's not a lot here. Now I'm trying to curious to know where this zombie is that's down here, because I can hear it going nuts. Oh shit! Okay, that zombie has actually figured out how to get the height right. Let's nip along to the furthest of them. Oh, you are right behind me, aren't you? Oh, I wanted to look in those barracks. Another one. That didn't go so well. That has woken up every zombie in town. Yeah, it's woken her up now. Oh shit, that I can do without. I don't know if I like the pistol. Yeah, I think we have basically just woken up every zombie in town. Oh, run, 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 run. Oh, I hate that animation blockage. That's every zombie in town woken up. Let's get ourselves upstairs so we can sort ourselves out, because my zombie dealing skills are less than they used to be. Right. So let's put that down. Right, I've lost my hydrated status and I've lost my healthy status, which is no great surprise. After being tapped a couple of times. Alright. Right, see? I got my hydrated status back. I'm now healing. That shotgun is chuffing loud, isn't it? Really properly loud. Energized up, hydrated up, healthy up. Carry on eating till you get the stuffed sign. I've also got to sort out my ammunition because that's now empty. No, that'll just swap it. Don't know why I'm carrying that. Odd. Now, just me. Can you not hear any zombies anymore? I'm going first person because I think some of my issues then were the fact that I'd gone third person. What is up with this gun? I'm sorry, that is zeroed right on her head. Talk about inaccurate. I can hear a zombie. When they spawn back in, they spawn back in on the prowl. They spawn back in an aggroed state looking for you, which basically makes life twice as bad. Doesn't help also with this building, is one of the buildings that they clip through the walls on, if they're really badly aggroed. What's that up there? Oh, head torch. It's been such a long time since I've played. 9mm rounds. Yeah, such a long time since I've played at night. It's not deliberate. It's It's not always easy to find a nighttime server. Plus the fact I tend to play and record, and I know that from my analytics on YouTube, you guys just don't watch nighttime gameplay. Just isn't going to happen. I don't get masses of views on my my videos, you know, low hundreds. You know, this isn't a channel with thousands upon thousands of subscribers getting where each video gets hundreds and hundreds of you know, thousands and thousands of hits. Don't think I'll ever be up to that state. But nighttime videos? Yeah, you guys don't watch nighttime videos. So I don't make them. So I don't tend to play during the night. So, let's go up here a little bit. These buildings are normally quite useful. Ooh, tactical bacon. And more to the point, crunchy crisp. So what colour is that paint? Oh, it's green, and I've painted that. Do I want to paint it green? Yeah, it's gone green. Disappears out of your inventory here, goes back into here. So let's have a little look at our inventory again. If you're not used to my videos, you know, there's a lot of eating and drinking going on. Because I'm sort of, as a survivor, I'm obsessed by these three icons up here, or these three states of energized, hydrated and healthy. Soft drinks, I've discovered, really, really useful when it comes to initial surviving as a Bambi. I did a fair bit of experimentation in the last week or so, where I'm starting as a Bambi, and I was getting up to energized and hydrated just on soft drink cans. Because you know what I was saying about first stage of stuffed? What I was saying about food at the moment has volume, has three attributes. Volume, in other words, how much of your stomach it is going to take up. It has moisture content, hydration level associated with it, and it has an energy level. And a can of drink has liquid and energy because it's a sugary drink. So you can get your energized status up and your hydrated status just by drinking cans. You need to drink a lot of them. Right, we need to fill this puppy up. But you've got to keep eating, you've got to keep drinking. You've got to keep yourself healthy so that when you do get tapped by a zombie or shot by an idiot, unless they get an outright kill on you, you should be okay-ish. Ish, big-ish. Let's get up here. There's a pond up here. Not pond, a well. Do-do. Pomp. Pomp. Fill bottle. Got some garages here, that's cool. Sort these out because I really dislike that being like that. Garage is probably one of my favourite things to loot. Because from a survivor's point of view, they tend to have the things you need. Wait, open up, thank you. Like a fire axe. Hello, Mr. Fire Axe, you're very pretty. What condition are you in? Pristine. Pristine, and mine's green, so you can piss off. Although I think I preferred the black one. What are you up there? Oh, it's a little schoolgirl bag. A little schoolboy bag, as that's a blue one. Sort of wish they had more pockets, because I think that's quite a nice looking coat. Pair of gloves. What are my gloves like? Pristine, so I don't care what those gloves are like. Right. Still not come across one of those bushes with the red, because that is a blueberry. I don't know if I want to be specifically looking for bushes whilst in a zombie infested town, but there you go. Fences. I hate fences. As I said before, I would be much happier with fences and the difficulties that they cause if zombies took any chuffing notice of them, but they don't. Zombies don't care about fences and will run right through them. Talking of which, every time I say I haven't seen a zombie, one normally pops up about 30 seconds later. These big open fields at the edge of town are often awkward when it comes to zombies because they can see for such a long way. And you just need one out there and he comes running into town and pops you on the back of the head. So let's go into here, see if there's anything worthy of taking or having. I like to keep crouched in these situations because basically zombies will look at you through the window. So what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Hello. I sort of needed to replace the one I had in here, didn't I? Thank you. These wool jackets, quite fond of them. The only downside is they only have 4 pockets. It would be nice if they had more. One of the things I sort of dislike at the moment is, from a survivor's point of view, all the best kit is military. And it means I end up having to look like a military dude. At the moment I want all these pockets, so I have to have one of these things. I would prefer not to have to sort of military up to, you know, look like someone in the military to get the best out of this game. You know, from a survivor's point of view. It would be good. It would be good if I could look like a huntsman more than someone who's in the army. Now, do I have one of those? Yes, I do. So this is why deliberately I try not to wear military garb. But there is no alternative to this. What is it called? It's an assault vest, isn't it? For pocket size, I don't think there's any 8 pocket items. I think I've just been spotted through a bloody window. So that's the little hospital done. Didn't see much in there, but apart from a new jacket. We'll go up to the police station. That sounded like I've been spotted, didn't it? I've been spotted. Oh, he's coming from in front. Where the hell did you come from, matey? Same to you with brass knobs on. We are close enough to the police station for me just to run to it. But you know... Yeah, piss off. Yeah, and you too with brass knobs on. Oh, don't slow down when you run. Yeah, he did a jump then. Let's hope he can't get in through here fast enough. Open, come on, come on. Oh, come on, open, 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 open. Now, let's see if... Yes, he's through the floor. God for that. When they fix that bug, I'm going to be stuffed. He can push you around, but he can't hurt you. And you don't want to shoot him because whilst he's in that locked-in state, he can't do you any harm. He'll bother you, but he can't do you any harm. But if you shoot him, there's a possibility that the one that comes back as his replacement will be able to come through. Will get the height map right. You are one ugly mother... Yeah. Fresh food. But at the moment, all he can do is upset you. All he can do is, like, push you about. Of course, his presence and noise will attract other zombies, potentially. And potentially attract other players. But I got my pistol, so... But he's trapped downstairs now. A lot of zombies don't... Or in a lot of the buildings... The trigger for getting the zombie to go upstairs seems to be broken, so whilst it's in the game it is a feature, and whilst it's a feature of the game we will use it. And use it to our advantage. Not a lot up here, but this is all dependent on how much and what you need. And I don't need a great deal, I'm very well kitted. This is why it's always worth going in and checking a building that has clearly been looted by somebody else. You see a building with a door open, and you think, oh, someone's been in there, they've taken everything. All this stuff I'm leaving behind, and I'm leaving it behind because I don't need it. So what I need and what you need are going to be two different things, because our characters are going to be at different play level states. See? Military up there as well. Not a lot. Two-story military, that's normally pretty good up. So, stand up. It was in one of these that I got shot yesterday. Didn't even have my weapon out, and he shot me the git. Put the gun away. And let's get out of dodge. Watch out for those bloody fences. But yes, you could spend quite a lot of time in this area kitting up because of all the stuff there is. As I say, there's another bit of military just to the north, the mountain, Green Mountain, and about 2 kilometers to the south is the industrial that has 4. What is it? Yeah, you've got 4 barracks, a tech building, and a hospital, a full-size hospital. So, and that's only 2 kilometers south. I've pretty much, I mean, even when we were playing the mod, I pretty much based myself in there. There is a zombie chasing me. Do you see that little bugger out there in the field? This means I'm going to have to hopefully break line of sight with them and come in here. Because if you're used to my videos, you probably guessed that I'm probably going to jack it in right now. I will say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it a little informative, and I will love you and leave you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.